3, 2.
Welcome to Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott. I'm Audrey Scott. Yeah. I mean, let's see. The Super Bowl. That just happened. Taylor Swift won. It was a good game, though. I didn't watch a lot of it. I did see, every time I saw Taylor Swift on the screen, I did say, boo, boo, fuck you. That was fun. I liked just being rude for no reason, you know? Yeah. Because it just like, I don't know, everyone's all like, oh, it's all rigged and shit. I'm like, yeah, it is. I just can't care. Because it's like, I don't even care about football that much to begin with. And I don't like Taylor Swift. And it's like, if it's working for y'all, it's working for you. But I've been on this alt shit a lot longer than just now. So it's like, that was never going to work to put me on their side to begin with. So it's like kind of a conspiracy theory that I don't really care about. There's a lot of theories out there I don't really care about. The flat earth theory, probably true. I don't fucking care. I just don't fucking care. Okay, I won't even get into like I believe it. Like I really do.
So you do care.
Either way, I'm still right here, and whether it's round or flat, I'm just fucking
Still gonna die.
right. Still right here. Death is inevitable. But we don't know what death is. Like, death could just be like the beginning of life, you know?
True.
It could be. I got kind of in my head this past week because me and my friend were talking and he was joking. He's like, oh, I'm going to kill myself. And then my other friend, or this other guy, was like, don't say that. You can't joke about that. And I don't really know the guy who said that well. So I was like, I didn't want to get too aggressive with him, but I immediately want to be like, why? I was like, why can't he joke about that? He's like, it's not funny. And I'm like, and I just wanted to keep crying because it's like, I really fucking hate when someone says what you can and cannot joke about. Like, I really fucking hate that so much. There was, or another example of that is like, my homie Adrian, he does this form of comedy where he like puts a mask on and he like acts out the scripts of movies and stuff, and he does this really crazy style of art or this performance, and it's fucking hilarious. And then someone was like, well, that's not funny. Well, they say, I don't mind if someone says that's not stand-up because it's a different form. It's very alternative and shit, but it's fucking funny. And for you to say what is and isn't funny, or like you can't do that, like we were in like some of the freest form of expression ever, and then you get to say what is and isn't funny. That's the absolute opposite of everything that you should be standing for, and it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Why do you act that way? How can you be so unaware of what you're doing that you were policing other people? You're probably not fucking funny either. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. How can you say you're a comedian and then be a fucking Nazi about it? Like, I don't know. Why? How are you a Nazi? Don't be a Nazi. Fucking fascist. Like, what are we doing? You don't have to agree with it. There are things that, for example, like there are certain topics I don't enjoy listening to, or like certain things that I just don't really like being joked about. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna tell someone not to say it. Like that's not my place. That's not anyone's place.
It's like the whole point of comedy.
It's the entire point. Now, an exception would be like, if you have a gun with bullets in it on the stage and you're pointing it at someone, that's really like you're just gonna shoot up a club. So that's not really cool. I mean, it depends on who you're shooting, but just kidding. Yeah, it's just odd to me. That thing really bothers me that people do that. And sometimes it's like experienced comics that have gotten, that are at the mothership, like not even working there, but like just performing there regularly. What a horrible thing to say. Fucking Nazis. Speaking of Nazis, there was a bill that just got passed through Senate, for, how many $1 billion was it? It was a relief package for Gaza, for Ukraine, Let's see. Oh yeah, and Rachel Dolezal has a OnlyFans. You want to see that?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah. President Biden just explicitly. Oh, wait. What's the bill? I want the actual amount of money, please.
That she made
It's
from OnlyFans?
no. So this is what the bill that just got signed. The U.S. Senate had just passed not signed. I'm sorry, it got passed. I need to not say that. So because it hasn't, the House of Reps hasn't decided anything yet. But the U.S. Senate just passed a $95.3 billion aid package for Ukraine, Taiwan, Israel, and for Gaza humanitarian aid. They needed 60 votes, which some Republicans were claiming will not happen. The bill passed 70 to 29. So now we're waiting on the House of Reps. And Senate Minority Leader in the face of the GOP for decades, Mitch McConnell, has just issued the following statement to go along with his speech and other senators' speeches last night on the Senate floor. And this is what Mitch said. The Senate understands the responsibilities of America's national security and will not neglect them. For 3 years, a policy of hesitation, short-sightedness, and self-deterrence led the world to wonder whether the United States still has the resolve to face growing, coordinated threats. Today, we faced a clear test of that resolve. Our adversaries want America to decide reinforcing allies and partners is not in our interest, and that investing in strategic competition is not worth it. They want us to take hard-earned credibility and light it on fire. But today, the Senate responded by reaffirming a commitment to rebuild, modernize our military, restore our credibility, and give the current commander-in-chief, as well as the next, more tools to secure our interests. Man, that's a lot of money. A lot of money going to other places. Man, because it's like, I mean, war is bad. War is bad. Violence is bad. People dying, very bad. I sound like Trump. Very bad. Death, bad. War, bad. Don't like it. Pretty bad. But there's so much wrong with how much money isn't going to the citizens that are struggling here as well. I don't think that we have been prioritized. I don't think that it's fair how much inflation has been affecting everyone, how much the cost of living has gone up. I went to the store fucking 2 days ago and I just bought a little thing of Aquaphor and it was $7. Like it used to be like $3 or some shit. And
Crazy.
it was crazy. It's crazy. It's so scary. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see what the House of Reps says. I also saw this other thing. I don't know exactly what state this was in, but families are now housing, just like adopting migrants and just like or like not even
Wasn't it New
adopting them.
York?
I think it is New York, where they're just literally living in people's houses, like,
Yeah.
and they need to buy like beds and mattresses, and there's like 4 of them or some shit.
And they don't have any choice?
To my knowledge, these people chose to house the migrants.
Yeah.
But I mean, the schooling issue, like, you know, some kids, they didn't have a choice when it came to that, when they had to have migrants in the schools. Like, kids had to go to school at home for a few days and then come back out because they didn't have any more room for all the fucking migrants that were being shipped there.
So they displaced like regular students?
Yeah. They took the actual kids out of the school. The government literally took kids out of school.
And then they can't go back?
No, they can't. They went back to the school. I think they just ran out of room. Like, they reached a full capacity for like the migrant relief area or fucking wherever they were sheltered. So they used the school as a shelter for a few days.
I see.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a mess. It's a goddamn mess. Yeah, I don't know. You think Trump's gonna win?
It sounds like, um, is it RFK? Is that his
RFK
name?
Jr.
Sounds like that is the next one that seems to be trending amongst people online. I don't know. That's maybe something I just heard.
Well,
Tim
so
Dillon just gave him his seal, so that's all I've heard so far.
when did he give him the seal?
On like a podcast this week, he was on.
This week. Okay, cool.
He was on. It was really cool, actually. He was on a podcast that was, damn it, what's it called? It was actually a really good name, but it was these two younger guys, like comics, and they had like 3,000 subscribers, and then Tim Dillon just went on, and it's like they had Hans Kim on, and they had some other people on too, but then all of a sudden it's like, Tim Dillon on, and they got a huge blow in, like a big. I'm sure they'll get tons of subscribers from.
I wonder
it,
who that is. Who is it? You know?
Yeah, what is it called? It'll be in my recently watched too. But
Oh.
he gave RFK. Is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah, RFK Jr.
He said he was good, but I don't know. Like, I think Trump is, like I think he has a better chance of winning than Biden. Maybe.
Well, that's
but,
yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it seems like he's sort of jumped the shark a little bit, but who knows?
I really I love RFK. I love RFK Jr. a lot. I'm really just worried. The biggest problem is he's independent, and
Isn't that a good thing? Or
no, it's good. Like it is great. Like when theoretically, it's amazing.
yeah,
like I stand for everything.
Sure.
But is he really gonna be elected? Like, is
Right.
it really actually gonna fucking work?
Yeah. Because is it all predetermined?
And the problem is, like, my mindset right now, it doesn't help the independent voter. Like that wouldn't help change, because it doesn't have to be, the two main parties don't have to be the Democrats and Republicans. No one's ever been powerful enough to really replace either of them.
Okay.
Because like the political parties, they've shifted ideologies quite a bit. They've flipped back and forth. They've done a lot of the same things, but it's always basically, it's
been two parties for a long time.
yeah. How long has it just, let's see, how long do you think it's been that it's only been?
Two parties? I mean, that seems
Or
like
no,
since-
Democrats and Republicans being the top two.
I think that's been since I've ever even known about politics. Like, I feel like it's been before I was born. And Canada is like where there's three usually. There's kind of four, and then usually three are enough to pay attention to, and two is ultimately what matters. So it could be like that. The podcast was called Rough Week, by the way.
Rough Week. Interesting. Who runs it?
Luke Tuma and Christophe Jean.
All right. Well, I'm just a free promo. Check them out.
Yeah, free,
Fuck yeah.
free promo.
Yeah. Followers of the ideology of Madison and Thomas Jefferson, initially referred to as anti-federalists, became known as the Democratic Republicans. They preferred a decentralized agrarian republic. And no, that's not. Whatever. Like, I should have looked into this more. Maybe I'll just do an episode about the history. Yeah, I'll try to do that for y'all for next week. I'll do a history of political parties, and we'll get more into that deeper, because
Yeah, sure.
fucking, it's bullshit how, because I really like the Green Party. I was a Green Party fanatic because I think, not that Jill Stein is necessarily the brightest, who I would really want to be the leader of the United States, but I agree with a lot that they stand for, and I agree
Show 'em
with
your
like,
tattoo.
oh yeah, I just got this.
No, I was gonna say you're for the
Oh
recycling
yeah, I'm
because of the
retarded.
Green Party.
Yeah. Oh man.
She's dedicated to
Yeah.
recycling.
Forever. Yeah, I'm a recyclable bitch. Yeah, like I mean, libertarians, they're fucking dope. But they just, no matter how often they run, they've never. I don't, when was the last time an independent?
Wasn't that Bernie or no?
Bernie was a Democrat.
Oh, he was? Okay.
He claims to be a democratic socialist, but he ran. When you run with the Democratic Party, you're fucking. Well, that's why they ate him alive. Is because they
So he
didn't
could
fucking
have
want
been a
him.
Democrat, or he could have been a independent. He might have won.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I think he's running independent this year.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's kind of cool.
yeah. It is cool, but it's just they don't get the backing,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't get the money. They don't have the power. They just get eaten because the Democrats and the Republicans are the biggest monsters. Like
Well, now
they're
they
the
could
winners.
go on like a podcast tour, right? All the alternate.
I think like just systematically speaking, I think that anyone, whether it's a podcast or whether like even if RFK Jr. has, let's say he has the biggest following, let's say everyone likes him, he's an independent, someone's gonna kill him. Someone's gonna kill him. He's not. They do not want him to be.
Right.
They do not want anyone infiltrating that. They just kill him.
Yeah. Do you think that the Democratic Party and the Conservative Party are basically the same party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's obviously different like people. I mean, if Democrats and Republicans really talk to each other more, they have a lot of the same. They agree about a lot of the same things.
They just want to go to war or spend their money.
Well, yeah, and I guess like when it comes to like social issues as well, I think a lot of people, and I guess I'm saying this on a, like when super leftist college kids actually listen to super right wing people. A lot of people like when you're so extremely on one side or the other, you end up kind of meeting back together. So people aren't really that much different. I think there's there's some good similarities and bad similarities with Democrats and Republicans. I don't think all government is corrupt. I don't think that because I think local government, I think people on a smaller scale of things, they're more sincere and they're doing something for a real like impact. But a lot of government is just a lot of ass kissing, a lot of people making deals with each other just for a certain amount of money. Like they don't really stand for a lot of the things that they're actually talking about. They're just saying something because someone is putting money in their back pocket. And it's a really like just lack of sincerity when you get up to that level. So I think a lot of people are just equally as insincere about what they're really running for a lot of the time. And yeah, that's because it's all about the money.
Right.
Except Trump. Like that's where, or not just except Trump, but it's like Trump already has money. So he didn't need any of these super PAC deals. He didn't need all these Democrats in his pocket. He didn't need all these Republicans in his pocket because he already has all the money he fucking wants.
Yeah.
So that's why he was such a fucking threat because he's like, I'm not gonna follow your stupid fucking rules because I don't have to. Yeah, because like a lot of like the president doesn't make that much money. It's all the deals that they make. It's like,
yeah,
it's
all the money,
all the charities that they have,
Yeah.
So it's interesting. That's why I kind of like stopped. Like the more I got into politics in college, the more I was like, oh, these people are fucking evil. Like the realists, yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Nobody gets into it genuinely, it seems.
Well, and if you do have a good intent, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna fucking ruin you.
Yeah.
Or try.
That's true. Well, now you can show them your real tattoo.
Yeah.
Or your new tattoo.
Yeah,
all of them are real.
Yeah, all
But
of these
this
I
one's
draw them on
new.
every day, and it's
Day.
wild. It's wild how I remember, but
It's a specific kind of autism you have.
yeah, just draw myself. I used to highlight my hair. Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, or like with the
a
highlighter.
No.
Yeah, I used to like
No.
just like get the end of
I'm
my
like,
hair
those
on the
are highlights
desk.
right now.
Yeah, I know. And it's like I used to get highlights. These are all natural.
That'd be cool if those were natural.
That would be cool. Ooh, I forgot. I have this girl mode. I have this purple hairspray thing. They can spray in. I'm gonna do that tomorrow or something.
Oh, nice. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
fuck it. I'll
perfect
do
for
it.
Yeah. Colorful cutie.
I'm excited for Valentine's Day.
It's gonna be awesome. I think it's close to sold out.
Yeah, Rebecca has her show tomorrow, and I'm on it. I'm fucking so excited.
Woo!
Close to sold out. How many tickets do you have sold for?
Well, I don't know what Roscoe's has, but from the Eventbrite we have 31.
Great.
So from Roscoe's probably similar number.
That's so good.
I don't know what sold out is for Roscoe's though.
120.
Oh, 120? Okay, I don't know then. We'll have to see what they are at. But I've been only
Nice.
promoting their link, so
That's great.
hopefully
That's great.
theirs has more.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's good.
Yeah, it's exciting. That'll be a great show. You're gonna be awesome.
Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of any other news that I wanted to talk about with y'all. Not really. Yeah. Still, yeah. So I guess to sum it up, if whether you're a comic or not, or whoever's listening to this, oh my tip.
Views. Ooh.
I'm a girl comic. Fuck me.
Fuck me.
I'm a girl. Fuck me. Do you have a spot? Fuck me in your show.
That's so you.
Fuck me. I'm a girl. I do girl things. Yeah, don't tell people what's funny and what's not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between being an asshole and like being a bully and shit. Like that's different. But don't tell someone what they can and cannot joke about.
True.
Be sensitive. Have empathy for people and sympathy. And maybe if someone doesn't want to discuss a topic one-on-one or whatever, don't harass them. But don't let these people continue to be fascists and comedy Nazis either. Keep doing everything that you want to do and never let anyone tell you what to do ever, except for the cops. So actually, that's a complete lie. ACAB for life, except for some of them. Cops matter too, and black people.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for coming to Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott.
And black people.
And black. And them. And those guys.
21.